Maybe in the next mission I can do a more capitalistic approach, and I can have each house cost like different quantities of money. And in doing that, I can have different quantities or qualities of house paying different rents and stuff, which would maybe increase the quality of life. That, or I could build some country houses and you know, just let people go wild in them. But of course, I'm probably just gonna build shanties because they are honestly the easiest thing to build. These crappy tenements and these crappy bunkhouses. They house the most people. They're easy to build. Apartment blocks are pretty fucking expensive. Well, they're only $1,000 more. Tell you what, I'll unlock a fucking apartment block just to have a fucking look at it because I can. I'll unlock it. Not good. That does not mean I'll use it, but I will unlock it. Because my fear with using it is that if I build apartment blocks, people will see the apartment blocks and be unhappy with their current conditions, which is the last thing that I want. And I do not want that to be a thing. I do not want my people to be like, why the fuck do those guys have good stuff when we don't? That's the last thing I need happening. Period.
A petition has arrived at the palace, insisting for a museum dedicated to your youth to be constructed.
Okay, so we want a childhood museum, and I can probably handle that pretty easily. That's going to be under government. Is that actually... No, it's going to be under entertainment, isn't it? Yeah, childhood museum. We'll build it right next to the clinic, so that if you get thrown out of my museum for disrespecting me, you can go over to the clinic right there and pat yourself up. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, fuck, we got elections coming up. I don't think I'm gonna need speeches. I don't think I'm gonna need them. Elections without speeches. And you know what? Just to finalize the fact that I'm such a good president, I'm actually going to try out the apartments and see how they look and work. We'll try them out, we'll get them up here, we'll make this island the envy of the world, of all my other islands in terms of living conditions and quality of life. I'm assuming that doesn't take electricity. No, it does not. Okay. So they'll be pleased with their new apartments, hopefully. Some people will have to live in the crappy bunkhouses, but I don't know if that actually cause issues. And they could always move out. Like, I'll keep building apartments, so they could always move out if they wanted to. Just saying. Equal opportunity here. You could live in an apartment. What do they want from the USSR?
Comrade,
Iron.
our plan for winning the Cold War needs to enter the next phase.
I'm not willing to do that right now. We now do have defcon 5, though, so I will accept that and subtract my defcon by 2 to increase the commodity price of weapons. And then I'm going to build an armory, which will increase the defcon by a small amount, which would be really useful. Armory. And I'm going to build the armory probably... where should I build the armory? I'll build it right here in this corner. We'll have like a little military outpost, kind of. I guess just on this corner. Like in this region. We'll have like a military thing. It would make sense. To be honest with you. It really would. So I'll have an armory there. And once that's done, we'll actually increase the defcon up to 4. Which is where we were at earlier. And we have the extra weapon bonus. And we're going to start efforts on the Pan-Caribbean Summit. We're going to keep that going until it eventually happens again. Build a wind turbine. That's a thing. Wind turbines are things. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's going to be... Oh, there is it. That is a thing. Okay. We might actually set one of those up sometime. I don't think a nuclear power plant would really make the U.S. any happier with us. So a wind turbine might. That apartment actually filled up pretty fast, and we're going to build another one right next to it. This place will be a rival of all other islands that I've built. They will see. They will see. And that should increase the quality of life for people in it, which might help us with elections. Which is what I'm hoping is going to happen. And it's a pretty nice apartment. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but it's okay. I'm sure people would love to live in that. Oh, I thought that said 5,942. No, it's 59,000. Okay, I'm fine with that. Well, I was going to say, if it was the other thing, no. I think we are doing pretty well, moderately well for ourselves. I don't know if we actually need another weapons facility. or if that would be too much. There's not gonna be a need for fraud. There is no need for fraud. The pure affection of El Presidente is enough.
I was going to show you.
Alright, I get it. The law is a problem. Okay, I'll take care of it. I'm gonna build us a police station. I'm gonna build it... We'll have order in this town. Don't you worry about that. I'll build it like... Can I fit it in this tiny-ass corner over here to defend my, you know, my fucking museum? Yeah, I can. Okay, I'm gonna fit it there then. That's where it's gonna be. Right next to the museum. Priorities. Gotta have priorities.
Congratulations.
Okay. Are there any more iron reserves for us to actually harvest? I think I saw one other alternative source. Because I definitely want to tap it if it's there. I want to get it under my control because weapons are worth a lot of money. So I'm going to definitely want to get weapons. Oh, there it is. I'm going to build another iron mine then over here, and I'm going to connect it to a road so that we can get more weapons. And I'm going to build another weapons depot. It's going to degrade my foreign relations, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares about foreign relations?
Now that our armory is ready, Presidente, we
honestly,
need to construct new guard stations.
We're not going to actually need it. Oh, wait. Hold on. We're not going to need it. Neither of those sound that beneficial, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to decrease the construction price of all buildings, but no, that's not how it works. Plus, we get to prove to those bastards that we don't need their help. We're a superpower. We can take care of ourselves. It's fucking Macho Man Gordon we're talking about. It's not some normal Caribbean country. I mean, come on. Okay, and we actually managed to get up to 4. So we have actually restored our defcon, which is really good. We're not at risk of being destroyed anymore. We are going to now actually set up another weapons factory to handle the new supply of iron that we're going to be bringing in. And that way, we have 2 weapons factories producing large quantities of explosives to be shipped out worldwide. Which is definitely something I'm more than willing to endorse.
Presidente,
Oh, fuck.
an unauthorized crisis is happening in Europe. It appears that war may be unavoidable.
No fucking hell. The U.S. is beginning construction of missile installations in several European countries. Oh, fuck. To attack first and trigger a new world war. I am certain the Americans will lower their defcon when their missile bases become ready in 6 months. Be ready. Great. So it's a good thing I didn't reduce our defcon too significantly. We are on the path to increasing our defcon again, so hopefully we'll be able to accommodate for this new and terrible shift in public policies. What's foreign affairs?
In the current threat of nuclear war,
I will take that. And missile tests?
There's good money to be made from nuclear missile tests, Presidente.
No, I'm not honest. I'm honestly not that interested in a missile test right now. Do I actually have to do this? Like, is this a required quest? It's got the little thing around it, so I'm going to assume this is required. I'd rather not lower the defcon right now, though. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. There's no, like, time instructions there, so yeah, I'm assuming it's just do the quests and survive. So, with that note, I'm probably going to hold off on doing that, because I'd rather not drop to DEFCON 1 and die. I mean, that seems like a sensible choice, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Gotta get some more coffee farms, because we need more coffee. We always need more coffee. You can never have too much fucking coffee. I'm gonna set this to high priority construction, because it is a high priority construction. I want the mine up before the weapons factory. Can we actually set this to sell different things? The mines are easy to build but hard to remove. The production is raised by 10, but relations with both the US and the USSR are lowered by 10%. No. Tropico handguns are especially good for resolving domestic disputes. However, they are hard to manufacture, and the production at the weapons factory will be down by 10%. What's the benefit of this? Everybody loves assault rifles, except the people they are used against, and those who have
Due
to lower
to
their
my
prices because of the
unending
cheap
efforts,
trafficking guns.
The US and the USSR have reached a stalemate in Europe.
Fucking hell, they just dropped our defcon by 2.
Presidente, the defcon has dropped to 2. The Yankees are preparing to launch their missiles.
Fucking hell. Okay, so that just fucking happened. That's actually kind of aggravating. I didn't expect that to be a thing. So we need to build a foreign affairs office immediately. We need to build that. We need to set it up as quickly as possible, because God knows if we don't, the missiles are going to drop, and then we're really fucking screwed. So we need to set that up. I'm going to set it up. Can't fit it there. I can fit it over here, and I'm going to set it up right there. Or maybe right... I'll set it up in the middle, so I can at least extend the road this way if I have to. And I'm going to quick build that, so we don't get nuked. That'll hopefully increase the defcon. Yes, it did. So now, hopefully, we won't have a nuclear war break out. And we do need to increase the guard stations. I'm gonna have to recover this in as quickly as possible. Okay, we're gonna build guard stations. We're gonna build 4 guard stations, and they're all gonna probably be in this region. So we're gonna build 1 there. Oh, actually, just 3. Okay, fine, fair enough. 1 there. We'll build them right next to each other, because we can. We'll have this be the most secure area on the entire island. No terrorists would dream to come through these places. Okay, well, we did manage to recover a large portion of the economy. Or, not a large portion of the economy, of the defcon, which is good, because we were actually at risk of severely losing out there. That would have been bad. That would have been really fucking bad. I don't even know if this building's facing the right direction. I'm going to assume that it is. It honestly could face both directions, in my opinion. Okay, so that's that resolved, hopefully. They're about to fucking start building nukes, though, which is not good. What's this?
Chemical and bioweapons.
No, I'm not doing that right now. Not with the defcon as it is. That ain't happening. Or the missile tests. Ain't fucking happening. Issue food for the people?
The people demand actions.
I will issue food for the people. That's gonna be under general. Food for the people. I'll activate food for the people. And then I will extend our farming systems to accommodate for the new legislations. I'll start building some farms. I don't want to really build farms if they'll be conflicting with our territorial uses. I'll build a farm here and just use this area for our food production. This place now has workers. I don't know where our construction teams are. They're kind of buggering around. I'm going to set this over here to top priority. Oh, they already are working on those. Okay, so we'll let them set those up then. And we'll get these up so we can get our defcon back to normal levels. Sweet, we're actually getting immigrants, which is surprising. Gonna actually extend another apartment block. Which is gonna be... I don't want it to be smaller than the rest. That's weird. It'd be such a weird thing. We'll have it... just right there. There we go. Apartments going up all over the city. We will have a nice town if it's the last thing that I fucking do.